Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare. A warm welcome to all search of Krishna life, those who are searching for forever Krishna, forever Chaitanya, forever Ananda. This life is very magical, this life is mystical. Because we are living in a world of people, those are not very much attracted towards some religions like this. And even if they are attracted, they are not totally devoted to it. They are not into the life of religion. They are following it just for the purpose of God name. They worship the God just like formality. That life is present, worship the God, and it's enough. And because we are living in that kind of society, in that kind of people around us, and because of that we cannot find the real magic of that consciousness. We are unable to receive the full mysticism, like the full mystic nature of the life. We are not able to receive it properly because life is divided. This life we have our own surrendered life to the religion, and we don't have everybody else involved in the same. So because of that we cannot see the full big picture of that religion, of that consciousness. And because of that our consciousness, our knowledge, our awareness, and what life has to give to us, it becomes small, tiny. And for some people in the same world of ours, they just could feel it only in their virtual mind. They couldn't even feel the presence of that conscious life outside in the real world. And that is only because everybody is not present. If you are present, the people in the shopping area and the market area, they are not present. If you are aware about the consciousness, and when you come outside to meet or deal with some people, those are into regular lives, and your mind turn yourself according to that. You see people, you see a guy, you see a woman, that you can understand from outside that this is something that is really surrendered, really serious about religion. And when you see somebody else in the same life, your mind changes, and that shift of the mind is stopping. It's a kind of barrier the shift of mind, that you cannot feel the real presence of that consciousness, the big consciousness. So that big consciousness itself is diverted, it's not concentrated, it's not focused, because of life is like this. And you cannot do anything about it. You can live your whole life like this. You are living in some commune, in some society homes, that you are living along with the same nature people. But that area is very limited. You are like a small entity in this big world. Even you are living with big names of the religions. But again, you cannot see the whole big change of the life. You like small into this big world, even if you are big conscious society. And because life is an experience, life is not about reading books. You may read it, you may read the scriptures, because I am saying in almost every video, every recording about the books, the scriptures, the mantras. It's only because those things want to take your time, because you cannot change this big world. So what they want to do with you when you don't have that much power in your hand to change this big world? So what they do, they keep you occupied with bhajans, Gitas and books and so many things for you. And that keep you busy, and you also are aware of that you cannot change this whole big world. So this is okay, but what is our real aim? Our real aim is to see the whole world, see the whole society, whole area, like maybe 100 miles, that the whole world is changed. Even if few hundred kilometers are living in a surrendered atmosphere, in a controlled environment for the conscious achievement of the life, few hundred kilometers, that will be sufficient. We don't want to change the whole big world, but few hundred kilometers area, if you can, maybe not a few hundred kilometers or more, if you can just enjoy a big or small city, a village will be enough, where you don't have to come in interaction with the people of the Maya world, where you just see the people of the same culture, same nature, and you don't have to leave the place for something you want to buy. And that means really the achievement, that means really that you can see the conscious nature of life is giving something you in a mystical way. And you have learned everything to let go, to allow, to accept, to receive. You have read every basics of the life. You have understood that basic nature of life. Through the scriptures, you know what you must do. But you are like caved up in cities, that you cannot enjoy the conscious world. You have the definitions, you have the basic idea that what you should follow to be conscious, to do not let the flow break off, that forever Chaitanya, forever Ananda. Now the topic in this is no life in life. In this video I am going to have some words on topic called no life in life. And for some people it's a very big thing or maybe very serious thing to say that you are a living entity, you are a living creature, and how you can say that no life in life. It's about the life. When you say life, everybody understands life is about securities, food, entertainment, and more of that culture, more of that respect, more of people, human being. That is life. And apart from that, if you are looking something in religion, life is also, these things are there, but also life is more than that. Life is, if you look into life, life is a focus, a big focus on a thing called human. Where if you put a big light somewhere to search something, then you must put a big light on the word called human. And human, if you are, and human, you are living in natural life, and when you are following Krishna, you have seen the Krishna picture that there is Krishna, there is Radha, and there is one cow, and behind there is a beautiful garden. And that is a very big message. Life, that is very big message, that life is made up of two. One is male and another is female. One is Krishna, another is Radha. And one cow is needed. Cow is needed for milk, to feed you. You can survive on milk, but if you are, because if you are not ready to live in an environment where everything is taken care by some group of people or a committee, like a conscious committee, like a conscious culture, you don't have to work for anything. Because if you are sattvic man, if you are a man of religion, then you can survive on simple food like chapatis, rice, dal. You can live on that, and some milk if you have life in you. And we know that this whole earth is like us. We are human. We give birth. We are into productions. It's called life culture. Same way, the cow is on same culture. One cow can give birth to so many cows. So each couple can have one cow in their name. That is a message of the Krishna life. Because you are fighting, and you are fighting for so many things. You become, it's like sometimes it's wastage to talk about rich people in nowadays, because rich people, they have not reached richness, they have reached a mind. They have reached a mind of richness. And when they have reached the mind of richness, That means that richness can humiliate anything. That richness can buy anything. And when this kind of richness can do anything, so this kind of richness have no idea about that what life could be if they are in their senses. If these rich minds are out of their mind, if somebody can help their mind to be free. Because I simply see that if I have a very big amount of money, then why would I require to work anywhere? I would simply live in the garden of the Lord, in the garden of the God, like a place where I won't need to have anything, I won't have need to do anything. It's about their life, so I don't want to talk about that. Because I want to talk about something that life is really, because even these kinds of religious talks give a very churn or like a twist to their mind, that see one more new guy begging for money, begging in the name of religion. That is their mind. When somebody with the good maya, they see this kind of person, they only think like that. That one more guy begging in the name of religion. That is how life is working. So if you see outside, life has no life. Especially nowadays, in this yuga, life has no life. You can earn anything, you can do anything, you can find anything. It's meaningless life. Nothing comes when you cannot achieve those riches. You cannot achieve when you cannot achieve those richness of life that you can buy. Then you see where this light is falling. Then you see where life is putting its value. Then you see that life is about awareness. Life is about consciousness. Life is about to let go. Even it's because some people may find it very bitter. Because when you don't have a situation, when you cannot hold that situation of you, if you are doing it willingly, if you have dropped your life willingly, then you will rise. But if you have dropped your life by circumstances, that you could not rise with the maya, that you could not earn that maya money, then life will be very difficult. That you have not thrown the life have thrown you. These two things are very big. If you throw the life, then everything you do in this religiousness will be very controlled, will be very beautiful. That you know it was your decision. You were not thrown by the world. And when you talk about life has no life in this life. Because when you can buy everything, when you have everything in your reach, then when somebody talk to you, then somebody tell you about God, about consciousness, about Chaitanya, about forever Ananda, then they get irritated, they get confused, they don't want to talk to you. Not because it's about God, it's about consciousness, It's about something that they cannot buy. Only thing they cannot buy is God. Only thing they cannot buy is the consciousness. And that is the truth. That is bitter. So, when you can have everything, every day you can have everything, then life becomes lifeless. Life becomes lifeless because you can have it. You can have everything about it. What remains is God. Because God is the only thing, consciousness, Chaitanya is the only thing that lives inside the life. If in this body it's breathing, but it do not have any awareness, it do not have any love, compassion, if this body do not have these kinds of things, if this body do not have Chaitanya, so that means this life has no life. If you do not have compassion in you, if you do not have kindness, love in you, God is not coming to you. You can tell the God that, see, I have been compassionate, I have been kind. You can shout at God when you are kind. This is not about that somebody is asking for it. It's about life. You will see when you are compassionate, when you are Chaitanic, you will see that you have light inside of you. Because that life, that consciousness life, is most of the time with people, those have thrown themselves into the religion. And they are willingly earning it, the life, the consciousness. They are fighting with the Maya and the Krishna. And whatever they can achieve of Krishna, that they take with them. And that is something called achievement. That is something you see in the life. In the life you see that. You have seen it. You have seen the compassion in you. You have seen the Chaitanya in you. So why this world is like this? Maybe it's something that we must not talk about, because life might have been very cruel in some times in this universe. Life on this planet might have been very cruel. If this world is not kind, maybe those political big king times might have been like the same. Like Hitler, like Napoleon, like so many political people. And because of that, this democracy thing is in this world. And that acceptance is stood. And that is a very big advantage for religious people. For religions, it's a very big advantage that you are living in democratic life. That you can have a vision, you can have a very customized way of living. And it's nothing bad. We don't want to change people. We want to experience the life. We want to live the life. And we want to live the life like Krishna's. And if that kind of life can be customized, where we won't be coming to interaction with the Maya world, then we will see definitely some big changes, big fun, big conscious awareness, big enjoyment of this universal being, This human is universal being, where we can sit silently, where we can meditate, where we know each other that this culture is this culture. Nobody will wake you up when you can go in a big, if you can go into big whole 1 day meditation. Maybe if you are sitting in meditation, you are having sleep meditation, you are having dancing meditation, you are having tantric meditations, you are having rituals, and nobody will stop you. Nobody must stop you, because you have bought this life and nobody can interfere, because it's a democratic world. Unless you are harming anybody. If your religion is not harming anybody, not harming by like a physical nature, but harming some egos, some mind, it works. It's a work of the religion. When we are breaking your ego, when somebody is breaking your ego to take you out of you, take you out of your mind, that will work. But physical tolerance is it's not tolerable. Life then will be life. Then when you see that, yes, I am at the right time, I am not in the wrong time, in the wrong culture, I am in the right Krishna culture. I just have to see the path of it, where I can build my dream and I will live in the dream. Because then you have to think of something that you have to start it, you have to do it. You have to put your armors in this Maya world like boom, like this. Then only something will come out of this earth. Because if you push yourself, oh, this life, oh, no, not like this, oh, not like this. Either you want to get out of this Maya world or you don't. If you don't, it's okay. No, nobody is worries about that. But if you really want to live in that customized world of the Krishna consciousness, like few kilometers, few hundred, maybe 40, 50, maybe even 20, 30 kilometers area, that will be big, bigger than big. Maybe. It's an idea. It's not about that how big it should be. It's an idea that where only you, Krishna, where only you, Krishna, where only you, Radha, where only you, Radha are living. Nobody coming after you. Nobody of this Maya world is bothering you anymore. You can go into your peace, you can go into your love as deep you want. Nobody is watching you. You can rise with your love, with your compassion, with your kindness, with your heart. You can come out fully. You can enjoy this world of Krishna. Buy your life with money. Buy your Krishna with money. Nobody is stopping you. Live it, customize it, have it. Till then, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.